what is Dream Factory? I'm going to get that right at least twice. And what's problem is it trying to solve?
Yeah, so DreamFactory is a runtime stack. So you can install it almost anywhere. It's just a LAMP stack. And it connects any data source to any device with RESTful services. So if you have a SQL database, NoSQL, file storage, legacy SOAP services, or any other RESTful service, you can connect it to DreamFactory, and it makes it into a platform approach for mobile app dev or for IoT or even web apps, whatever you want to do with the services. I mean, that's the great thing about services. They're very, very versatile. You can use them in a lot of different ways. And what's a little different about DreamFactory is that it automatically provides the services. So if you hook up a SQL database, for example, you'll get 45 different services that do all kinds of things you'd want to do with SQL. So it's got stored procedures, SQL views, intelligent filters, objects and related objects, object ordering, object sorting, even the metadata functions for SQL. So you can add fields or remove tables and all of that. And then you can customize all of those services. So it's got a back-end scripting engine. And another big part of it is user management. So with Active Directory, you can bring in any number of users, or just have users sign up. And then it's got a role-based access control so that you can control which users see which objects and have access to the API.
Well, that's one of the things I was puzzled about when I was looking at this, because I was looking through the documentation. I see things that look like raw SQL being handed through some sort of API. That's not the kind of a endpoint that you would provide directly to a client, right?
Oh, no, you can. So here's how it works. Say that you're on an airplane and you single sign on into a DreamFactory backend, and then you have access to this table on one SQL database and this other table on another database, maybe access to a NoSQL collection, access to certain file storage assets or other services. Mm-hmm. Then if you lose your iPad, then your administrator can turn off your account, but there's no way that they can ever get access to the master credentials behind all of those different services. So through single sign-on, you get proxy access to an entire platform of services that's governed by role-based access control. So you only get access to the things that you would need to have access to. And to get to your question, one of the services that we support is SQL filters. So you can use filters, for example, show me all the contacts for this account. That's an object in a related set of objects. And you can do that with filters for date ranges or anything else. And it's built to be safe. So there's no SQL injection attacks. It decomposes and recomposes all of those strings to make them safe. So it really is a security-minded product. And the goal is to let you have single sign-on, come in, and then get role-based access control just to the assets that you want then to build your mobile app out of.
Well, normally then, wouldn't I need to build a next, like this would be the middleware, and I still need to build my application on top of this then?
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. So there's not a client aspect to DreamFactory. What we do is we provide example apps for all of the modern frameworks for Angular, Angular 2, React, iOS, Android, Windows Phone. I'm sure I'm forgetting a few. And then you can use those as a starting point to call those backend services. So that's neat. I mean, it's loosely coupled between the middleware and the front end. And so that front end application can be written in any environment and use the REST API.